talking to me. Oh, this is awkward. Thought you were talking to me. Thank you. I'm making coffee now. Yes, coffee. Okay, coffee. I thought Vampy was calling me baby. I was like, "How you doing, little girl?" Oh, we're featured. Never mind. I did not say that on a live stream. Everybody, welcome to Hop, Skip, and a Jump. Nash, this is your featured show, Nash. This is every Sunday where we get yeah, just edit that part out, where we get two guests who come in here every Sunday, who talk about where they traveled to, what they did, where they went with, who they went with, what they did, what they ate, and what they're doing with all the stuff. So, what they're doing, and all the things that they saw. Here's what we're gonna do. I think this week we're gonna try something just a little bit different. XOXO Mama, how you doing? Normally, I have the two guests face off with each other on travel trivia. I think this week I'm gonna try something just a little bit different, just a little bit. Okay. And what I am gonna ask everybody is to make sure that you guys you don't need to see that lamp. I'm obviously having some difficulties today. That we're going to do it in the chat. So for any of the answers that you do know, yeah, we'll go with a leg lamp. Yeah. That you do know. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate you. That you do know, you can type an A, a B, a C, or a D in the chat. Life. And we're going to go from there. If anybody can help out with the chocolate bonuses, that'll be wonderful. Appreciate it. All right, everyone. Welcome to Hop, Skip, and a Jump. We are going to get started on the travel trivia questions today. Which city is known as the City of Water? Is it A, Venice, B, Mexico, Titan, Mexico, C, Halong Bay Floating Village in Vietnam, or D, Uros Floating Village in Peru? We have 17. A, Venice. You guys are right. It is Venice. Yes. Venice is the answer. Thank you so very much, Fanta Planta. Woody. Welcome, Woody. Which ocean borders the USA on the west? Is it A, Pacific Ocean, B, Arctic Ocean, C, Atlantic Ocean, or D, Indian Ocean? I feel like we need to have something here. A, B, A, B, A, B, B, A. Thank you for the favorite. The answer is indeed Pacific Ocean, ladies and gentlemen. Very good for those of you who guessed it. Now this one is not multiple choice. You just have to know the answer, and if you don't, you will be judged on it. Which two countries? Thank you. Which two countries share the world's longest international border? Canada? Oh no, I'm not supposed to answer. Which two countries share the world's longest international border? You guys have to guess. I'm not giving you multiple choice. And anybody who sends a chocolate also gets their name on this shirt that I will be wearing on shows throughout the month of April. We've already got some on here. So I just want y'all to know. Okay. Anyhow, that's what we're doing. Canada and USA. Yes. Joe, get in there, everybody. Thank you. Goodness. Appreciate you guys. Hello. Yes, the US and Canada. You guys are smart. I probably wouldn't have gotten that. I'm in Niagara. Oh, nice. I wonder how I guessed that. Yeah, I don't know how you guessed that, Jay. The Great Barrier Reef can be found off of what country? Is it A, USA, B, Germany, C, Australia, or D, Turkey? Australia, say is not an answer. The answer is C, Australia. Yes. You guys are very good. Very good, guys. Where would you travel Where would you travel to visit the Amazon rainforests? Would it be A, China, B, Brazil, C, Mexico, or D, Africa? Thank you. Yes, the answer is B, Brazil. Very good, you guys. Thank you all for the gifts. Appreciate it. True or false? And I'm not giving you the answer this time, so no cheating. True or false? The Spanish Steps are located in Spain. The answer is false. False. They are located in Rome, Italy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That was a trick question, and I did not give you the answer. They are not located in Spain. They are located in Rome, Italy. Was there. Wow, Joe. You need to be on the show then, Joe. Contact me and I will schedule you. Okay? Where would you travel? No, that's wrong. Known as the Big Easy, what is the actual name of this American city? Is it A, Miami, B, New York City, C, New Orleans, or D, Atlanta? We got B, C, we got Atlantic. The answer is C, New Orleans, ladies and gentlemen. New Orleans is the answer. That is the name of the Big Easy. You are on a roll, Jay. The Big Easy. I can see why you guys would pick NYC, which we can discuss the reason why you would pick NYC for the Big Easy after the featured show. This is the last one. And then we're going to have XOXO Mama hop in the box. What is the longest highway in the United States? Is it A, Route 66? Is it B, US Route 20? Is it C, Route 6? Or is it D, I-90? Yes, it is Route 20. Route 20, it's the answer. At one point in time, Route 66 was the longest, but it's now Route 20 because Route 20 stretches from Boston, Massachusetts to Newport, Oregon. Okay? Newport, Oregon. I want to thank everybody. Hey, featured show, no cursing in the comments. It's okay. I might have said an inappropriate comment earlier, but I didn't mean to. It's okay. It happens. So anyhow, welcome to Hop, Skip, and a Jump with Nashi. Okay. My guests today are XOXO Mama and the one and only King Goober, currently known as Vampy's something. And the comments are going too fast. I can't read. But he's going to be here too, but he's going to be second. King Goober, yep. All right. So I am going to ask when you are ready, XOXO Mama, please request the box. Gooba, gooba. How's everybody's Sunday going while we're waiting? I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Whoever the top gifter of the stream is will get a shout out on IG. Also, anybody who gifts the chocolates will get on my name, which I will be wearing throughout shows and events throughout April so that people can see who are supporters on the app and spread your name. Okay, Hippie, message me. Joe, thank you. Message me on anybody who wants to be on the show. You can message me on IG and I will add you to the group chat. Boom! Jeep ride. Oh, yes. Is Exo Mama here? You don't have IG. Boom. I got you, Hippie. I just sent you a hi, honey. Let's go, people. Thank you. You're welcome. She wasn't here. She was. Uh-huh. Britt or anybody, do you know where XOXO is? Just message her. Okay, let's go. Here's what we're doing. Welcome to Hop, Skip, and a Jump. Make sure you guys are favoriting all my gifters. Make sure you guys are favoriting me. I will favor everybody back after the stream. And apparently it's broken and I can't see who the gifters are. But as of right now, Joe is the top gifter. We have Ciroc coming in at number 2. We have Emoji J coming in at number 3. I want to thank everybody for gifting me. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We've got MC in the house. We have Woody in pants. I'm here. All right, darling. Whenever you are ready, please request the box. Woody? Michael, welcome. I want to appreciate everyone being here. Boom. Well, good morning, darling.
Good morning. Sorry, I was handling kids.
No, you're fine. I'm just going to make it medium so people can see it a little bit better. All right. So tell us, before we get started, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, if you have any events coming up and what you got going on around the app.
So I'm XO Mama. I'm an admin for a couple of different shows. I'm an admin on Donna's Bonnet Therapy on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on POF. I'm an admin for Kauai on Monday nights on Meet Me for Gen Wars. And I'm also an admin for Kauai on POF for Streamer Feud on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. I have my first battle royale coming up. It's on April the 12th through the 15th. It's called Smoke That Goofy. And I go at 9:15. And then I host a pajama and game night on Saturday night on Meet Me. And then there's a Mother's Day and a Father's Day auction, one called Hot Mamas and one called They Call Me Daddy. I'm an admin for both of those. So if you want to be on either one of those, you can message me on IG.
Nice. Look at her little busy bee over here. Let's go. I like it. Okay. So where are you taking us today? Where have you traveled to? What do you want to talk about?
I would probably say, well, I have 2 places because it was hard to kind of decipher down on both because they were the best trips I've been on. One, the most recent one was Texas.
Okay.
It was a 17-hour drive that turned into 24 hours.
Yeah, that's not an easy drive.
Yeah, driving is not easy going to Texas. Like, it's not. I would have never chose to drive to Texas, but my daughter, I have a young daughter, she's 7 and she has cochlear implants, so she cannot fly right now. So we drive everywhere. So
yeah, that's hard. So what part of Texas did you go to?
So we went to Dallas, Texas. My best friend Kauai lives close to there. So we were mainly there to visit her for the week that we were there. It was just recently, like last week. So
okay. Nice. So what all did you guys do there?
We went to, they have a big arboretum in Dallas. It's like, I couldn't even tell you how big. We didn't even get to finish half of the park because we ran out of time. But it overlooks like a lake in Texas. So we spent a lot of time there, which I'll have the pictures posted on my IG soon, but we have to, fix some of them. So
yeah. Yes, you have to post them. We do pictures are life, pictures speak volumes, and then So okay. So I guess what I want to ask is, was Kauai your chauffeur, or did you rent? No, you drove down there. So
yeah, I rented a car. I actually was her chauffeur, which she quite enjoyed because usually she drives herself everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent a lot of pictures to our UW family. They got to see all kinds of stuff. They got to see me and Kauai getting stuck on a slide at a park. I mean, it was quite entertaining.
How did this happen? Please tell us about this.
The kids wanted to go to the park. My youngest loves being outdoors. So they had a huge park by her parents. And so we went I think it was like the Sunday of Easter, because they made dinner for us since we were coming into town for Easter. We weren't going to be with our family. So my daughters was like, oh, look, Mom, it's easy. So they go down the slide. Kauai went first. Kauai realized that her hips and her butt is a little bit thicker than she thought they were. She
Mhm.
goes around the curve of the slide and she was stuck. And so she
Oh.
had to like scurry down. And then she wasn't going to let me get away with it because I sent a video to the chat, the family chat. So she made me get up, and I'm way thicker and wider than Kawhi is. So it was even harder for me to try to get down the slide.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been there. I've been there. Yes. So, okay. So, did you have to shimmy yourself out?
I did. I had to shimmy until I could reach the ground to where I could crawl over the side to get up.
Yeah. Yeah. That part. Yes. Yes. That part right there. Yeah. So make sure you guys are also, anybody who's new in here, make sure you guys are favoriting XOXO Mama, please. She does do a lot on the app, so please go through and see her, say hi, favorite her, and do all the lovely things. Okay. Now, here's what I want to know is did you have some of that Texas food? I love
I
food. I gotta
did.
know about it.
So we don't have it here, but they have Korean barbecue there.
Mhm.
So I ate Korean fried chicken for the first time. We actually had it 3 days while I was there. Um, and then Korean corn dogs,
Mhm.
which I thought was like a corn dog was like here. It had like meat inside. You could choose whatever you want. They put whatever you want in it. So we did cheese. So it's
Right.
like 3 times bigger than a normal corn dog. And then
Mhm.
they fry it with the cheese on the inside. So it's like a
Mhm.
giant cheese stick.
Yes.
But yeah, it
Please.
was really good.
Please. Yes. Now, did you see anything like normally when you're going to Texas, there's always the spots that are known for being brought to for tourism and people who haven't been there. But have you seen anything that was
So
off the beating path?
we stopped in Arkansas because we got stuck on the interstate for 2 hours.
Mhm.
And there was this, I'm trying to think of what the name of it was, but it was like an old like cottage. Apparently it was used like in the middle of like slavery where they
Mhm.
had like all the cotton fields and stuff, but it was right off the interstate. We stopped there and took some pictures. Um, what else did we do? When we went to Texas, we went and saw a couple places. I don't think we took pictures though because it was raining. Um, but it was mainly for my kids, so I just kind of like went with the flow, let them kind of
Mhm.
pick and do what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because my vacation's coming up in June for Live Fest, so
She's like, we gonna make it about you because it's about to be about me.
yeah, facts.
Okay, now you did mention that you had two places you wanted to
Hmm.
talk about. What is the
Yeah, the
second?
other place is New York. I went there last year and I got to visit McBonus.
Okay.
Um, and I stayed for a couple of days. We went to Coney Island. I had never been there. Um, I got to try a Nathan's hot dog for the first time.
Oh, those are some good hot dogs.
Yeah, that was like the best hot dog I think I have ever had. And we got
Mhm.
to walk on the pier and see the beach. I didn't even know they had a beach. Um, and so we hung out for a while. We walked up and down the pier, just got to spend some time together because I had never gotten to meet McBonus. So, yeah. And that's not my first time I've been there. I was there when I was in high school. I used to sing in choir, so we went for a competition, and that was when the Ground Zero was just getting cleaned up from 9/11.
Mhm.
Um, which meant a lot to me because I had a cousin that passed away in one of the towers that
Yeah.
was in the military. So I got to kind of see, and his name was on the wall at Ground Zero. Got to see the Statue of Liberty for the first time. Um,
Oh.
got to see Phantom of the Opera. What else? The Rockettes perform. So it's definitely a nightlife place. New York is
Yeah.
definitely a nightlife place.
It definitely is. Now, aside from the obvious between the two visits, was there anything different from the first time to the second time you went? Or was it just still generally the same?
So you're talking about New York?
Yep.
Yeah, the first time when I went, that's when a lot of people were trying to recover from 9/11.
Mhm.
So there was still like a somberness of walking around New York, especially downtown New York City.
Yes.
The second time when I went, it was more alive. It kind of felt like people were starting to take their lives back and were just starting to move on and recover.
Mhm.
You know, it's been what, since 2011 and we're in 23, so it's been over 10, 15 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a change in pace. Um, but I will say it's definitely something that you won't forget if you ever visit New York City.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I can't even imagine. So, what was something that you saw in New York City that you would tell somebody or experience that you would recommend to somebody to go and experience if they've never been there?
A Broadway show. I'm a big geek when it comes to like music and drama.
Hmm.
So a Broadway show, like it's nothing like a show that you would see as far as a concert. It's way different. Um, the theatrics are way intense, like especially when you're right on Broadway watching a show.
Hmm.
Like we were in like up in the balcony because they said that was like the best seats during a Broadway show. So seeing Phantom of the Opera for the first time, that was like the most intense play that I have ever watched in my life. Like I've gone to plays and seen plays, of course, because I like drama and stuff, but actually seeing it in person with the actors and actresses, like it was awesome. Like
Hmm.
that's, I would tell anybody to go watch one.
The movie is good too. Yeah. Yeah, I keep hearing that maybe I should go see one. So I might break down one of these days and go. I just haven't decided which one, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say that one. I wanted to see Cats, but it was sold out. The other one I wanted to see was Rent, just because I love Rent the musical itself, anyways, and the storyline. Um, but I mean, the Rockettes was good too. We went at Christmas time for that, and so all of it was good. I don't think that you could find a bad Broadway play if it's still there. So.
Mhm. Okay, well, shoot. I mean, maybe it gives me something to think about on what to do. Now, where did you stay while you were down in the NYC?
So when I went to see McBonus, I actually stayed in the Bronx.
Okay.
Or no, was it Brooklyn or the Bronx? It was one of the two. But we stayed
Hmm.
at like this little cheap hotel because it was like just a weekend trip, so I wasn't spending a whole lot
Yeah.
of money.
Yeah. No.
And then when I went the first time, we stayed in like this high class Hilton resort hotel in downtown. Because there was like 50 of us, so
Mhm.
I much
That's
like the downtown better than the hood. But
than the weekend one. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, but also it depends on if I have any other trips planned that year. If I
mhm.
don't, then I might be like, well, you know what? I'm only traveling this time this year and it's just for a few
Yeah.
days. But yeah, no, I'm the
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah, because that's the way it was with Texas. I was like, I really don't want to spend a whole lot of money. So Kauai, we stayed with Kauai.
Hmm.
Um, and so we stayed with her because we know that we're getting ready to go to Live Fest in June with all of our UW fams. So, we're just trying to budget for the second trip. So
Yeah,
yeah, so it worked out really good that we could stay there.
yeah. So, did you have more fun in Texas or more fun in NYC?
I must say Texas.
Is it
I mean,
because
because
you go?
we streamed together while I was there. We went to a couple of people's like big Millie parties and stuff while we were there.
Mhm.
We had a lot of like fun because I'm here, like I live in South Carolina, and like it's just me and my two girls. I have no family here. Like I don't have no close friends here. So
Mhm.
like getting to be with her was really nice because it was kind of like that, backup when
Yeah,
one of the kids wanted to act out. But
yeah.
it was kind of nice. But I mean, we're moving there in March, so we'll be there permanently. So
Oh, nice. Okay,
mm,
get in there. I think that's great.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be making a move here within the next year, so I know what that's like.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So that's very exciting, though. New beginnings, new things, and you got people. That part right there. Okay, so now let me ask you something.
Okay.
Out of both places, which one had the best food? Hmm. I am asking
That's a
that
hard one.
one.
I
Mhm,
think Texas, as far as like the Korean food that we did have, and
mhm.
especially the home cooking that her mom had did for us. I mean, she went all out. She made turkey and ham and all the sides, homemade cupcakes, like all of that. New York, I would have to say the pizza and the hot dogs is probably the best I've ever had.
Mhm.
So yeah, it just depends on what you're wanting to eat,
What
which
you're
one has the
having.
best.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. Yeah. So now, ooh, well, you're moving to Texas, so in a minute. In a
She don't ever stop.
minute. It doesn't get any easier when they get bigger either.
No, I have a 12-year-old, and
Yeah.
I was like, yesterday we went through the whole process of becoming a woman. So that was like a new experience for me. And I was like, oh, great. I have an almost
Great.
teenager that I'm going through this process with. So
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna get so much better. You got it, girl. You got it. You about to be in Texas. You're gonna have all the help you need.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it definitely I've only known Kawhi a little over almost 2 years now. So, and we locked in from the first day we met. So,
Mhm.
she's definitely been a support. We had been wanting to visit Texas. I'm glad we got to visit Texas. And now the kids want to go back permanently. So,
Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's great when that happens. I've got one like that who's been with me for going on 4 years since I joined the app, and that's to say on this app, that's a rare thing to find. So when you do
mhm.
find it, you hold on to it. So I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple. I mean, I have Britt. Her and I don't live very far from one another right now. We've gotten very close with my kids and everything. And then I have Kauai, and then Mirage. Those three right there, I've been locked in for, as far as traveling and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
um, definitely, they're definitely there for me.
So now, would you say that you've traveled more since being on the app, or
Oh
did you
yeah,
travel? Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because I didn't initially go to New York to see McBonus. That was not the reason I went there. I went there to meet a man.
Hmm.
Uh,
Come in.
So, and it was fun. I mean, it was fun. We definitely connected, got to spend some time together or whatever. I got to meet one of my very close friends, Rose Day, Smooth Rose Day, who makes music. He lives in Maryland. So I got to see him on my way down. I have met DJ Black Sheep in person. I went to Live Fest last year in Arizona. I met a bunch of people there. Um, Traveled to Texas. So I mean, I've gotten to meet a lot of people from this app, which has caused me to travel a lot. So
Yeah. Yeah. And I do have to say that's one thing about the app is like even with me is I've actually traveled more. I've met more people and I've gotten out of my comfort zone when it comes to a lot of
mm.
things. So
Yeah,
it
I'm
really
very
has
much a
grown.
homebody.
Yeah,
So when
I
I
am
joined
too.
this app, I definitely became an, extrovert or whatever you call it.
Mhm.
Because I don't get out like here at home. Like I can get out if I want to, but like I just don't get out. And so this app has definitely made me more comfortable with getting out of my comfort zone and
Mhm.
meeting people and being okay with being single. Um, and taking that time for myself away from my kids. Cause like my parents do help. They live in Tennessee, but they do help if I want to go somewhere or do something. They'll keep them for a weekend or whatever. Um, so I've definitely gotten more out of my comfort zone and become comfortable with being by myself, no matter where I'm going. So
Yeah. And I think that's great. And I think that's where a lot of people, when they come in the app, they don't see that part because they don't open themselves up to that part, you know?
mhm.
So I do have to agree on that. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. And I definitely will say I have traveled more because of this
Get
app.
in there with the gold egg.
In there with the bonus, right?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Do it again, Vampy.
That's King Goober.
Well, you know what? His name is Vampy until further notice. Okay, that's all I know. How dare you, Nashi? All right. Well, listen, not too much on me. My glasses aren't working right, apparently. Um So yeah, so I would say that. So just before you get out of the box, reintroduce yourself to everybody for everybody else
Okay.
who's new coming in. Let them know what you got going on, where to find you, and all the good stuff.
Okay, so I'm EXO. Oh, I'm glad you remind me, Britt. I'm EXO Mama. I stream on Meet Me mostly. I am a POFer, but with all the stuff going on over there, I prefer to stay over here right now. So I have I stream from 7 p.m. to usually about midnight because that's when my kids are down and asleep and I don't have to worry about no interruptions. But I am an admin on Monday nights for Donna Cooks for Bonnet Therapy Sessions and Confessions at 7 p.m. Eastern on POF. Kauai has a show over here called Gen Wars at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then she has another show on POF at 9 p.m. Eastern called Streamer Feud. I stream pajamas and game night on Saturday night. Every Saturday night it starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then I have my first battle royale coming up April the 12th through the 15th. So anybody that wants to come shoot, all fives matter. I don't care. The first round is 20K and under. And then I actually have an event that I did on POF a couple like February for Valentine's Day, but I'm doing it on and Meet Me this time. It's called Shoot Your Shot. It's where I have contestants that hop up in the box. They have 3 people that request the box and they try to shoot their shot to win a virtual date. So I have 8 people. So there's 8 chances, 4 guys, 4 girls. And so, yeah, we have a lot of fun. The questions are a lot of fun. There's a lot of cracking up and laughing. And then Kauai has 2 auctions coming up. One that I'm in is called Hot Mamas May the 10th. I'm an admin for that. So if you want to be in that one, you can message me. And then June the 16th is They Call Me Daddy. That's for Father's Day. You can message me if you want to be in that one also. Yeah, so.
All right, now look at her out here. She out here bossing it up and owning the app.
We grinding for top badge. So I'm trying to get the faves up. And just a shout out for Kauai. She don't ask me to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I'm her best friend. So she's grinding for top badge. She is getting her numbers, but she needs 32 more faves to apply. So if you guys see her on the app or want to come drop in her show and see what her show's about before you actually want to play in the show, her name is Kauai, Kawaii. She's a whole vibe. She's funny. We chill in her stream a lot, but she's definitely grinding for top badge. So if you guys can please fave her and check her out.
Oh, I have her favorite. Yeah. Yes. Make sure you guys favorite them, favorite each other, favorite everybody. Gee whiz, people. Faves are free. Okay.
Yep, faves are free.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, XOXO. Have a wonderful day. Good luck with the teen.
You too.
The preteen. Y'all, welcome to Hop, Skip, and a Jump with Nashi every Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a traveling show. Thank you for the chocolate bars. Everybody who has gifted a chocolate bar will be written on a shirt today, which I will be wearing throughout the month on shirts and events and stuff. Appreciate everybody's help. Anyhow, welcome to Hop, Skip, and a Jump. Every Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, where I have 2 guests come on, talk about where they traveled to, what they saw, what they did, maybe who they met, and a little couple of other things too, okay? So I'm going to ask next if he has had his coffee for King Goober to request the box, please.
Hello.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Right. Blinded right now. I thought I had this prepared, but I was so into my coffee, I completely forgot. So, you know.
Oh, it happens. I blinded myself earlier. It's okay.
When life hands you lemons, you make prune juice. All right.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I bring my cup, my coffee cup, espresso Patronum. Thank you very much.
Okay. I have a coffee cup. I'm going to have to send you a picture of it.
Okay, fair enough. I'm awake. Yes.
It's literally this big. It's you know, it's the whole pot in one cup.
Oh. One year I got my mom for Mother's Day like a big old, because she used to she's heavy on tea drinker, so I got her like a 32 ounce, maybe 46. It's a big old mug. With like a Tibetan Buddha on it, so it was just, yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Don't take that the wrong way, please.
No. This is an innocent stream. You don't have to worry about that here. All right. So
Oh, you were
introduce
serious. I'm
yourself.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Introduce yourself. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, what you do, where you be, what you got going on.
I'm King Goober. I like long walks on the beach. I like to cut. Oh wait, sorry, wrong intro. My bad. Hello.
Wrong intro.
I'm King Goober. I'm a goofball, as you can see. I host a plethora amount of shows on the app. I also admin for quite a few. If you'd like to know what I admin or what I do, please check out my profile. I could literally go into it, but I only got 40 minutes or 20 minutes. So yeah, I'll take over the whole dang show if I start talking about the stuff I'm in. So for the sake of time.
For the sake of time. Okay. Yes, we appreciate it. So, Goober, what are you here to talk to us about today? Where have you traveled to? What do you want to talk about?
So we have some options. Now, we could talk about last year, beginning of the year 2023, I did go to Prague to visit my best friend. I sent you pics on IG because I can't access them on my second device in case you wanted to see them. We could also talk about how I traveled to San Diego to meet up with DJ Your Boy, and we traveled and we drove, or more likely he drove. I was just, the annoying co-pilot, all the way to Arizona for Life Fest last year. So
Okay.
I have quite a few
So
stuff.
I think because we have the pictures of Prague, we're gonna do Prague. But I think that what I might do is, as we get closer to Life Fest, I might have you come back on and talk about your Life Fest experience from last year.
I'm down.
All right.
Shoot.
Yeah, let's go.
There's
So let's
America in the woods. Let's go.
right. Yeah. Let's talk about Prague.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So,
What brought you there?
so at the time, my best friend lived in Prague. She doesn't anymore. She actually lives in San Diego. She moved back out here to the States last summer. No, I'm sorry, mistake. Yeah, no, I think it was towards the end of last year, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really remember exactly when she came back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I went last year around February. I was there for a month. Her birthday's on Valentine's Day. My birthday is like 2 weeks later on the 28th of February. So I went there with the intention of celebrating both of our birthdays there. I was turning 30. I turned 30 last year. So it was like a big 30 for me and whatnot. Yeah. So it was dope. I went. So it was actually my first time traveling internationally. And so it was my first like super long flight. And yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. When I landed, there was a bit of a culture shock. There was. But everyone is surprised. Everyone, it's funny. Everyone is surprisingly nice. But when I went there and people like the locals or my best friends over there, if whenever they ask me like, oh, how are the people? Are you nice? I'm like, yeah, they've been great. They've been nice, and they were always shocked when I said they're super nice, because apparently they're telling me, oh no, people are rude. I'm like, you don't live in the States. You don't live in LA. Like, trust me, like, y'all are nice. Y'all are sweethearts compared to what I got to deal with back at home. Okay.
Yeah. It is a culture shock when you go to some place like that, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Are we saying hi to each other?
Yes. So like, there were some differences. Like, when it comes to like, okay, so here's one. So alcohol, like beer. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but
yeah, you can.
Okay.
I'm drinking it.
It's $1 over there.
Oh shoot! I would have never stopped drinking had I went there.
Shoot, and the beer is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much better. It tastes like candy canes on Christmas. Okay.
Oh.
It's so good. It makes birds fly. That was not a good one. All right, but yeah, it's really good. And I was gonna say something else, but I completely blanked out. It's I honestly described it as like it's like if LA and New York had a baby, because it's very diverse.
Yeah.
And you don't need you don't need a car when you're living in Prague. You don't. They have so many different forms of transportation. And what's cool about Prague is that if you still have the travel bug, like if you're visiting Prague and you still want to travel, they're surrounded by different countries that are like maybe an hour or two away.
Oh, okay.
You know, so like my best friend, she went to Rome, she went to Hungary, she went to Poland, you know, she tried to get me to go and I was kind of down, but I fell in love with Prague. I'm like, I'm gonna stay in Prague. It was dope. My favorite place there was a place called Grevov. I can never pronounce. I had a month of practice, and then when I came back, I just stopped saying the word.
Yeah,
but,
you're not using it, so you lose it. Yeah.
Exactly. Grevovka.
Okay.
So it's a national park, if I'm not mistaken. Some of the pictures I sent you have it is a view from Grevovka, which is it's a national park and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
One of the ones that I sent you, it's one at night and it's like it looks like a dead tree in the middle, but it's like perfectly centered. I wasn't trying to get that pic, but I took it and I'm like, ooh,
We're gonna go through these pictures right quick, ladies and gentlemen. So we got this one. We're just gonna go. So this is the one.
Okay, that was one of my first days.
Yeah.
My best friend took me to this beer garden.
Oh.
And yeah, so it's not I thought so too. I'm like, wait, hold on, beer's growing out of the garden? No. It's so basically it's just a beautiful garden and there's like a small little kiosk and they sell like the beer and some little snacks and stuff and you could literally walk around the park with a big old glass of beer in your hand and just chill. We didn't do that because it was colder than Jack Frost armpits. It was really cold. Really cold. I downed my beer so quick so I could just like move on. I'm like, okay, we decided to sit down. Yeah, that was smart. She was fine because she's used to it. I'm over here like you know, so but it was fun. It was that was a great day and like the sunset and everything, it was beautiful.
Yeah, that was a beautiful view. I love stuff like that, especially with the sunsets. So then we got this one with the beautiful entrance here.
Yes. So that if I'm not mistaken, that was one of another parks that we walked through. What's cool about Prague is that if you're a fan of like old school architecture, you're gonna love Prague.
Yeah.
They're known for their cathedrals because everything is just old school. Everything is still kept, like especially if you go to Old Town Prague, which actually you'll see in some of the pictures if I'm not mistaken. Woo!
Subscriber, I would do a dance for you, but I'm on featured show and I can't do that.
You can't, but I can.
There you go. Let's go.
I got you, Nashi. I got you. But hey, as a fellow talk show host, we live phonetically through our guests. So
yes, we do.
Can't do, they can do. So loopholes.
Let's go.
But but yeah. So whatchamacallit, it's Old Town. It's beautiful. A lot of old buildings. You'll see there's more that I sent you that have like old cathedrals and old buildings and stuff like that.
So we have a picture of the cars.
Yeah, so that one, I'm trying to remember. Oh, actually that day, so yeah, I was actually like I said, you don't need a car. I was walking. I walked about 45 minutes to an hour. It's about an 45 minute to an hour walk. That was on my way to get these.
Oh.
These tattoos. These I got in and I was actually on my way. And I saw that and I just saw how the cars lined up and just with the old building. And I thought it was just a beautiful view. And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take this picture. It was a great walk. It's different. Like, I don't know if it's the gravel. I don't know if there was like because there was heights or whatever, but it didn't feel like a 45-minute walk, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it does. That does make sense. I've had walks like that where I would walk for like 2 hours and feel like it was only 30 minutes. So I get it. Yeah. All right. Then we got him standing in front of the statue. He's almost as tall as the statue.
Not
Okay.
that tall. I'm only 6 foot.
Only 6 foot. Excuse me.
Well, if you're if you're over 6 foot and you're if you're like 6, I mean, there's people 6'7" one. I'm the shortest tall person. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So that one was again that was probably first week in Prague. When my best friend was showing me around and stuff like that. That one was the same day as the first
The first
cathedral
photo.
picture you showed. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that was the same day. There were a bunch together. Yeah, that was absolutely awesome.
Awesome. I think this is the one that you were talking about earlier, which I'm just going to say is beautiful and should be on a wall somewhere.
Yes. So that was at that night. There might have been 2 nights where we went sightseeing and whatnot, where she was showing me around. It was oh my god, yeah. If I remember correctly, we couldn't go in, but people were just taking pictures and whatnot. Actually, wait, I'm remembering right now that picture right after I took it. I feel bad saying this, but we had to leave immediately after I took it because of me. Like, we just walked somewhere else because someone wasn't paying attention and they walked into a pole and I saw it and I was already drinking, so I might have laughed very obnoxiously. I almost fell onto the floor. It was funny, okay? You see someone like all cocky and arrogant and doing like this, and they turn around. Like, it was like a scene from.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You do laugh at them.
It was funny. Look. First of all, I wasn't laughing at them. I was laughing with them. Okay?
Laughing with them.
It was a team
Were
effort.
they laughing as they fell down?
Huh?
Were they laughing as they fell down?
Honestly, it happened so quick. They fell. I laughed. My best friend grabbed my arm and was like, we're going this way. So I didn't even get a chance to see. It was just like, like that. Like, people probably turned around and was like, is that a dying ostrich? Like, I don't know. I was just like, like.
Thank you, everybody, for the gifts. Yeah. So, yeah, I probably would have laughed and been like, "What? I'm just making fun of them." Obnoxious about it. Then we have this one here, which I love it when I can see or get pictures of city lights.
Yes. Oh, sorry for the siren. See, you won't get this in Prague, but in LA, you have all the dang on time. The sirens. So I apologize, y'all.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. Oh, my phone's timing out.
That's because you don't live with them 24 hours a day.
I live down the street from a firehouse, so I know how it goes.
Got you. So yeah. So yeah, if y'all can't see it, just turn off the comments. Y'all be able to see it more. So that one was, I don't remember the name of it, but it was pretty much like the river walk or the river, and that place. So there were different times where we were by that river and we were even on the other side, if I'm not mistaken. That was the same. Oh my God. Yes. That one, you would never believe it. That one was actually from my best friend's flat.
Oh my God.
That was from her flat. Okay. Wow. Now in Europe, they call it flats. Her apartment, where she rented. They didn't even say roommates, they say flatmates. So oh yeah. So that was something to get used to. There was that's the one. So that is from my favorite place in all of Prague. Okay, and that is Grevovka, which is like I said before, it is a national like a national park, if I'm not mistaken. And that I went there, I'm not gonna lie, it's about a 30 to 40 minute walk. Sometimes I would take the tram. But I went there like 5 times.
Mhm.
That is my favorite place. That I went there to escape. I went there to just I started writing. I was working on a book that I actually stopped. But I would like I would take this book and I would go this exact journal and I would take and I would go to Gravoka and I would chill. Um it took me like 2 weeks, but I was able to get some natural herbs, we'll call it. And so I went there and yeah, people don't really trip. I mean, yes, it is technically it is still illegal over there, but it's still like, you know, people do it, and it was really nice to just relax and be calm and
Mhm.
meditate, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
do the book, it's a great escape. The views are absolutely gorgeous, and no one really bothers you like that. Like, if people bother you, it's actually for a reason.
A reason.
The city is absolutely beautiful. It's clean. And in a way, it's kind of like, now I've never been to Japan. I've always wanted to be, but
Mhm.
I've heard like it's they're very polite, very clean, and very respectful. And that's kind of like how Prague is. I
Okay.
honestly think Prague and Japan are similar. Just Japan is more expensive.
More.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but Prague is kind of similar. When we're riding escalators, literally one side is dedicated for people to like just chill and stand. I believe
Mhm.
it's the left side, and then the right side, that space is always empty because it's for people to walk up and down and whatnot. Now,
Yeah.
Czechs are they're blunt, but they're not rude. So like,
Mhm.
when I didn't know, right, and or my best friend told me, but I forgot. I'm not used to it. So I'm standing on the right side. The guy comes in. He just gently nudges me to the left side. He just goes like this and then moves on. He didn't shove me. He didn't like get
Right.
the hell out my way, get the heck
Yeah.
out my way and all that
Mhm.
stuff. He just gently nudged me. I'm like, sorry. And then kept on. But it's very, yeah, and
Yeah.
they're very blunt and they move quick. In every way, relationships, all that, they move quick. um
Okay.
yeah,
Noted.
my best friend was telling me like, so basically, like, an example, apparently she met someone who met she met this guy. This is my best friend was telling me, a friend of hers met this guy. 6 months later they got engaged.
Oh wow.
In 6 months. And then 3 to 4 months, I think they were already living together.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they don't play around.
Oh, so now I'm gonna have to do some research on the Prague's dating habits. Thank you. You know, I like to see how others date, and maybe I can learn something from it. All right, we have some more photos, and I feel like a couple of these are appropriate to show. I really need to. Here's a daytime view.
Yes.
Mm, decide.
That one, oh, I remember the ledge. Okay, so um
Is that me or is that him? Oh, well, I guess we are not going to hear about that. He said, "Oh, look, I need to not talk about this part of the trip."
sorry, stupid bars. I turn on my Wi-Fi.
No,
Uh,
you're fine.
but what was it? Oh yeah. Yeah, so that one's the day picture of the river picture at night that I took.
Okay.
It's just on the other side. If I'm not,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's a big like little park. If I'm not mistaken, that was the same place, just on the different side.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
that or that was Gravovka, just on another part.
On a different
See,
part.
the thing is, there were so many different there's so many different beautiful views in Prague,
Mhm.
so I do get mixed up.
Yeah, no,
But
it happens.
yeah,
Mhm.
the buildings and everything is so beautiful.
Here, we're gonna see this in the daytime.
Yes. So that's it during the day. It's a little bit different. I mean, I'm biased. I like the night. The night is awesome.
I think the beauty comes out more at night, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's great, and the nightlife is awesome. You know what's cool about Prague? You could literally go party every day of the week during the weekdays.
Oh wow.
I'm not kidding, because like some people will be there. Like I feel like, you know that song "Club Going Up on a Tuesday." Whoever wrote that went to Prague.
Yeah, they went to Prague.
They went to Prague, because I'm telling you, Tuesday nights. I went to this karaoke bar called London Underground. Okay, it's an English pub. I went there with my best friend, and we've been there twice. The first time I went there, or maybe it was 3 times, but the first time I went there, it was actually my first night, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it's fun. The guy who MCs, he's a musician, he plays guitar. So he was singing, doing performances and whatnot. We're over here drinking, you know, we may or may not have gotten a little tipsy.
Maybe.
You know, that's neither here nor there. But it was awesome, and it's such a great experience. And like I said, it is a bit of a culture shock, because like, for example, when you cheer someone, right, over here, you know, we'll just salute and just drink, right? Over there, you got to make eye contact with the person you're cheering with. Like, it's very serious, and it's na zdraví. And you cheers, you make eye contact, and then you get drunk.
Then you get drunk. Then you get lit.
Yes, then you get lit. Sorry, poor choice of words.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think there is a picture that I need to show, just because I kind of am into these.
I knew you were gonna like that. That's why I saved that one for last. I knew you were gonna like that. All right, so y'all are gonna need backstory for that one. Y'all are gonna need backstory for that one. So it's not a slide. It was just like a piece. It's just like a block. It's just something that someone painted over it. I was walking. I was walking with a new friend. For the record, because I'm single right now. I mean, because I'm taken right now. Back then, I was single. Okay, so just before I say something to get myself in trouble. But
thank you for being on the record about this.
Yes. So a friend that I was talking to, we went on a walk, and she was showing me around Prague as well, different sites that my best friend didn't see, and we were walking by. And that's where we caught it. We were taking this little detour to this place that she wanted to show me, which I completely forgot the name of. But we came across that, and I'm like, no effing way. I started laughing, and I took the picture, because I'm like, I gotta show my niece and my nephew, because my sister and I live together, and with her 2 kids, and I help take care of them when she's at work and whatnot sometimes. So I'm like, oh my God, I gotta take this picture and show them, because they're gonna flip out. Actually, I have quite a few friends that like the Minions, so yeah, it was dope. But I did not expect that. That was really fun. And yeah, that was I saw that. I'm like, oh, I gotta send that to Nashi, because I know she's gonna want to talk about that.
Yeah, I like the Minions. I'm not gonna lie. I do have to show one more picture as we get ready to wrap up, just because I love water, anything water, and I just
yeah. So I'm a Pisces. I'm water sign. I love the water. I mean, when my father died, we had his ashes spread out to the sea. So I'm very connected to the ocean, to the water, and all that. So yeah, I saw that. I'm like, that was beautiful. I can't tell you where that's at. That might have been around that might be the picture of the river. But yeah, it's been a year, and my retention abilities aren't that good. But it was yeah. I want to say that was the river, the same river where you had me. That one.
Yeah. But I could tell by the bridge.
That it was just a different time of day, because it's true. Prague looks different. It's kind of like, then that's why I compared it to like New York and LA, because I've never been to New York. However, I know people from there, and they've told me like New York during the day looks a lot different than during the day. And I can tell y'all officially, Prague is the same. It looks completely different during the day and just completely gorgeous at night. I am biased. I do like night Prague versus day Prague.
Yeah.
And oh, I forgot, everything's cheaper there. These tattoos that I got there were like, I think I paid. Oh my god! I over there. I paid like 1,500 crowns. So I want to say that's about. It had to be like 130, either 130 or 3. Yeah, it had to been like 130 something or 160 something. It's pretty. My point is, it's pretty cheap over there. It's very cheap over there. The food, the drinks, everything, and the food is delicious.
Yeah.
I had true Czech food. I didn't send you the pics because I realized that I sent you about 17, 18. When I originally clicked on it, I had to trim it down. I caught myself about to send you 28 pics. So I'm like, I had to slow down a bit. But some of the pics were food, and I didn't want to get y'all hungry as well.
You can send those, and I'll look at them later.
All right, that sounds good. You might have to remind me, but I'm happy to send you those. Okay. Anybody that wants to see more pictures of Prague, please hit me up. I'm happy to do that. I definitely recommend going to Prague. It's such an experience, and it's so diverse. You're gonna meet many people. Now, I'm Latin, right? And my best friend is Latin.
Yep.
She speaks better Spanish than I do, but we've gone there and we've met people from Colombia. We've met people from Spain, and people from Argentina. Like all walks of life are in Prague, similar to LA. So that's why I love it. If I could, I'd move there. But yeah, so it's such a great place to visit. I definitely recommend it.
I definitely am kind of like, ooh, Prague, hello. I mean, you know, I've got North Africa I want to go to. I've got Prague. So maybe I'll just do make my own eat, pray, love experience.
Yeah, definitely. Whatchamacallit. So, and that's the beautiful thing about Prague. You can do that because it's there. Berlin is next. I believe Berlin is next to Prague. Poland, Hungary, Rome. That's 4 places right there that you could go to that will take like about an hour or two.
Yeah, and see, for me, if I'm that close to where it's an hour, where it's an hour away to all these other places, then why not do it? I mean, to me, it seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then even places that are a little bit farther aren't super, like, you know, they're not unattainable, you know.
Right.
If I had more time, I would have found a way to go to Norway, because that's another place that I want to go. Yeah, I like to think that I was a Viking in a past life.
The Viking.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, you never know.
I've seen the scenery, like videos of Norway, and oh my god, is it gorgeous? Like the greenery.
Yeah.
Woo! Like, okay, so I went to Oregon last year in October, and that's like the state's version of greenery, and it's very foresty and whatnot. Like looking at videos of Norway made Oregon look like a swamp.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's my wifey who's been missing for months. Oh, hello.
I cannot.
Yes, but yes, I have some places I want to go to. Jay, you can stop recording. I know we're out of feature, but and thank you all for being here today for the show. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the gifts. I want to go to Sicily.
Ooh.
It's something about that old town. Thank you. It's something about that old the buildings. It just seems like you're gonna get the heart of life, right?
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm telling you, go to Prague.
Yes. And I love stuff like that because I just, when you look at the pictures and everything, you just get peace. And I like the older architecture. I like the older vibes. You know, it's not. Ooh, thank you.
Get on in there.
You know, I like stuff like that where I can go there and I can feel completely, boom, thank you, Goober, and I can feel completely serene.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's what Sicily would be for me.
Yeah, and Sicily, that's in Italy, right? Just to be clear.
Yes.
Okay. You would think because I traveled, you would think I know geography. Nope, I don't. But
I mean, you would think because I have a traveling show, I know a lot about geography, but I don't.
there are no qualifications to be a show host. Okay, so
No,
luckily for
thank
us,
God. You can end, Jay.
but